Hi, I'm Tom Schlichter for OutdoorTom.com, and this is Quick Hits on Ice Fishing. You know, once you get the safety concerns out of the way, making sure that the ice is at least 3 or 4 inches thick, that you've got ice picks, a safety rope, and some type of cleats for walking around so you don't slip and slide, the next thing you want to be concerned with is where you're going to drill your holes for jigging and tip-ups. I like to work on slopes and where the water changes depth quickly. So a lot of times I'll set up off a point. That way I can put one line in close to shore and work a series of depths out further and see which depth the fish are favoring on that particular day. If you're not using a camera or some type of underwater fish finder, you're missing the boat while ice fishing. These are game changers. I'm using the AquaView 760 series, and I can tell you, I can see the weeds, I can see the structure on the bottom, I can lower it down and simply see if there are fish. With this camera, not only can I get a feel for where the fish are and how they're biting and watch them take a lure, I can also eliminate unproductive water completely. If you're fishing with tip-ups, minnows are usually the preferred bait. Now here's a tip you might want to try. Most people hook their minnows just ahead of the dorsal fin, in the tail, or through the lips. But if you slide the hook through the side flank and then bury the shank so that the barb is fully exposed, doesn't turn back into the bait, hooks the fish every time. If you choose to jig for your fish, especially panfish, small waxworms, mousies, spikes, any type of fodder that'll fit on the back of a little tiny teardrop jig is absolutely perfect. The point people miss with jigging is it should be done softly, not violently. You're not fluke fishing or striper fishing or blue fishing for this. You just want to get your line all the way down to the bottom, and once you're there, just lift. Just 2-3 inches at the most, sometimes even just an inch or two. Softer approach, the more you'll catch. Of course, letting most of your catch go when you're ice fishing is always a good idea, but taking a couple panfish home for dinner, not so bad. It thins the population in the lake, allows the fish that remain behind to stay bigger. Just keep it under control. How do you keep your fish cool? Put them in your cooler if you want, or drill a hole almost all the way through the ice, and just keep your catch right in there for the rest of the day. Of course, on Long Island, ice fishing season can be fickle and short. Most of the time, we're done by the end of February, early March. But you can extend your season by traveling upstate. Westchester, Rockland, Putnam counties all have great watersheds you could fish. If you want to fish on the New York City reservoir system, you're able to get a permit for that. You can check the website for details. The beauty of fishing late into the season is that even though the sun is out and the temperatures are getting warm, you've still got plenty of ice up in those colder regions. Some days it's warm enough that you can actually fish in comfort. Maybe you even need a little sunblock. For Outdoor Tom, I'm Tom Schlichter, wishing you good fishing and have a great day out there.